and we're going to do exactly the same exercise as last time. Yeah, it's about, the reason I do this is to grab their attention, get the smell going. Boom, boom, hello, 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 hello. Wake them up. And I think it'd be interesting if you compare at the same time the same exercise, this litter with the Lola litter. That was done exactly the same time. Hello, good day, good day, good day. Well, we have a lot more immediate effect, etc, etc. This is the imprinting the mother's done. We just don't know where the smell is, but we have a lot quicker effect. Hello, so they'll grab their attention, get them on my fingers, get them excited. I've just woken up, and it's exactly the same as the Lola litter, no difference, same time frame, and everything else. Oh, there's just good smells, isn't it? So now we're going to introduce the noise, yeah? Now if you remember the Lola litter, or have a look at it, and you see the difference here in reaction. These are far more reactive to the smell. And drink. So, okay with the sound, but they're far more reactive. I was expecting actually more of a response to that actually. But with the smell of that, they're coming up and they're a lot more into it. I've got one over here, a little bit reticent obviously with the sound. I threw him a bit. But what you're seeing is the puppies for what they actually are. And this is before any other influences. I'm now going to start influencing them and everything else. So these guys I've actually started feeding now. Two of them I've marked, two of them, this one here and this one here. These were first onto the solids. And the reason for that is because of the speed mothering process, and this one here also onto the solids by a couple of days. They were ready for solids, the rest weren't. Is because of the speed mothering. As you can see, they're smaller than the Lolas at this time. The speed mothering means that they're competing for the tip. She's using food to get them on their toes all the time. And whilst they're putting on weight, they are minimum. They've doubled their weight each week, but they haven't got anything plus. So that's why we started the food earlier, because they're going to, as they get bigger, they demand more. In this perfectly normal technique, I say perfectly normal technique for the mothers, there's not that many mothers that do speed mothering. In my kennel, we've had 2 dogs, that was Dog Jimita and now Jam. We've had 3 dogs that do the hard mothering, was Danka, Class, and now we've got Lola. Most mothers bring up their puppies the same way as Kumra. And you see that they're far more lively, far more alert than the Lola's litter. The Lola's litter are more studious what's going on. It's like they're waiting for instruction. These dogs are more just reacting, if you know what I mean. And that's the difference in the mothering technique. The genetics is virtually identical that goes into these dogs. So you should have, but it's the mothering technique that is different, and that's what you're working with, and that's what you've got to, it's not quite the same with each litter. Some things need putting down, some things need putting up. But at the end of the day, we're aiming for a puppy test to check those results. Hello, hello, hello. But again, a very even litter. The response is very, very even, and very much the same response. So we try the sound again. And they're good with that, and that's what we've been working on. I've got contact with the dogs very, very quickly with the food. Oh yeah, I've got one little one that's a little bit worried about it, so we're going to have to mark you. Oh, my little girl. Oh, yeah. So we keep an eye on this one and see, so we know what to work with. So I've got 3 on the back, so this one goes on the tail. And as we improve it, boom, there we go. So we're marked, so that's one that needs to be worked on with the sand or kept an eye on to make sure we're not going backwards. And that's what I was saying about when we're marking dogs. It's now we're marking our dogs, and it's based on the character, and to build up that character on the dogs. So this is the jam litter, and we're going to see the Kumara litter. There's 2 weeks, so we don't have anything going on just yet. It's all about just feeding and sleeping with the Kumara litter. So that's 2 litters done now.